going on, people? Hope you're well. Welcome back to the show. It's going to be a mad one. I can feel it already. The chat's going to be lit. The panel's going to be lit. Don't worry, Lee will be joining us soon. Big up Kaz. Big up Henry. Big up Goonie. I suppose, Goonie, it's been all right for you this weekend because you can just chill just for this weekend anyway. Kaz has had a great weekend. Henry's had a brilliant weekend, which we're going to come to first. And another a bit of a shambles Friday night, Saturday and Sunday. I've managed to just about get over it, man. So Lee will be joining us very, very soon. But obviously, we've got to go straight to this breaking news because Ryan Mason is back, people. Ryan Mason is back at the Tottenham. Henry, you are a shambles of a club, mate. And Daniel Levy is a clown. That's all I got to say, bro. So over to you. Drop the mic on me.
Have you not noticed every time we do this,
yeah,
Henry always has to go first because there's always something about your all the time. Not how are you, Kaz? How are you going? Henry, tell us what happened.
Well, we're just a circus, the gift that keeps on giving. So I think on your, I'll go to Stellini in 2 seconds, but I'll start with Stellini. So he lasted 4 games. That's got to be a Premier League record somewhere. We got rid of Conte. I don't know whose idea it was to bring in his number 2. The players were onside and all that. We got absolutely slapped yesterday. Probably the most humiliating defeat we've probably had since Bayern Munich 7-2. To be 5-0 down in 21 minutes at any level of football, under 8s, under 9s, under 10s, let alone Premier League football up against one of your top 4 rivals.
That's worse than 7-2 Bayern, bruv, in my opinion.
Yeah, facts.
Not gonna lie.
I agree. We that was the game where we had, I guess you could say, it was top 4 over. Now it's definitely over. And now we're capitulating. And now we're falling at an alarming rate. Like we're nearly underground. Forget in the mud, we are underground. Because the mud is where clubs want to be that are just, haven't gone through spells. This isn't a spell anymore.
So if you're underground, where are we?
Well, you're above. Yeah, but Goonie, the difference is the mentality at your football club. Okay, you've changed owners, but there's a mentality there. You've won 25 trophies or something in the last 26 years. We haven't won 25 trophies in our club's history.
Goonie, don't smile. You're still going to end up 15th this season, G.
Like, honestly, when you actually think about it, we are an embarrassment. We're actually embarrassed. We've had 16 managers in 23 years, and Pochettino was a manager of 5 of those years. So that's 15 managers in 16 years. Are you out of your... I've never seen a football club run like this in all of my life.
At least you got some F1 go-karting to take the missus to this.
No, Lee, it's
Lee, do you want to go? Do you want to get a ticket for Shakira, mate?
Yeah, if you renewed your season ticket, I've noticed the expressions were saying the renewal was already in the emails. You've got to get it done before June.
Yeah.
Oh, plus 5% extra.
Before June. Yeah, before the transfer.
Do you know the funniest thing? I just come off London Club's Carnage with Matisse and Tobes and Lawless, right? Apparently, the Tottenham ticket exchange froze earlier today.
Wait, what? So everyone's renewing regardless.
No. Everyone wants to find their tickets into the ticket exchange. They're trying to get rid of them.
Mate, I mean, it's got to start from somewhere.
In all seriousness, someone has. I know there's a big word now, accountability, but this is where the owner has to come out and say, "We need we have got no direction." Like you look at Chelsea, for instance, their owner has gone down and been speaking to fans in stands. Our owner's still storming down the dressing room like saying out of WWE, like he's Triple H in his prime. What are you going to do? You're going to have a shout and moan and do absolutely nothing. He doesn't care. Harry Kane today, the links have returned. He is going to Man United. I guarantee Man United or Chelsea.
I would say Chelsea. If they get Poch, I think he's got a massive chance going to Chelsea.
If Chelsea get Poch, 1,000,000% he joins Chelsea. They need a goal scorer.
He's a loser. He's perfect.
No, he'll join Chelsea and they're craving a number 9 to put the ball in the back of the net. But look at us, right? Well, we've got Man United on Thursday. We've got Liverpool on Sunday.
Don't forget I'm on your watch-along on Thursday, yeah? Remember that, yeah?
Now, that might be getting cancelled. I'm not going to lie. On us, we need
Henry,
some
accountability.
We need the owner to come out and say, look, this isn't right. This is not right. Instead, he's given himself a £500,000 pay rise. And he's the highest paid chairman in Europe.
At Newcastle, by the way. Because I see all your fans leaving after 20 minutes. What happened?
Oh yeah, George said if it. George, let me get this.
I've seen. This is how much of a joke their club is. I've seen Harry Redknapp's thrown his hat into the ring for the job.
Yeah, that's
No, he hasn't just thrown his hat. He's going to come back for 6 games. And what's going to happen? We're going to reel out Harry in his Range Rover. In a few games for what?
Big man thing. I take Harry Redknapp 8 days a week over Frankie. I'll take 8 days a week over Frankie.
Mate. Crunchar.
You might as well get Crunchar, Danny Rose yesterday. We might as well bring him out. He ain't even got a club at the moment. He still starts for us.
Who's the other one? There's one more. There's always
Jermaine Defoe. You forgot about Defoe, fam.
Don't get
How old
Cratchy
is
and
how old is Nigel Quasi? How old is Nigel Quasi now? Is he still?
He's a terrific player. What's it called? Terrific. But
so imagine, can I just say as well, what happened to Lloris? Was his pride hurt? Because
I'll go into Lloris because I'm going to finish that guy.
Captain. Yeah, this is your club captain. It was almost like the Granit Xhaka moment where he 2-footed Rodri and got a straight red when we're 3-0 down. Yeah, it was almost like...
He wasn't 2-footing me. He's throwing punches. He's throwing punches. How about instead of showing some fight in the changing room, you show some fight on the fucking pitch, mate? You're the captain. You're supposed to lead by example. Or what have you done in 10 years to show me you're leading by example? Who the hell makes a goalkeeper captain, first things first? In what mindset?
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
Like, look at John Terry, Steven Gerrard, Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, Gary Neville.
Casillas?
Yeah, but one captain. Casillas and Buffon, 2 captains in probably the last 30 years.
There you go. Then both World Cup winners, by the way.
Exactly. Well, so is Hugo Lloris, but he's fucking the shit instead of 3 by a country mile.
Hugo
he's dog
Lloris.
Shit.
Hugo.
Who would you give the armband then in your squad?
I thought it was Harry Kane.
It has to be Kane. He's the only one who come over and clap the fans.
Oh, I know only one. What about your Rolls Royce, Christian Romero?
Let's not talk about Rolls Royce. He ain't even a fucking Rover.
The only criteria for him to be.
But he's disappeared for 3 months. What's because he claps the fans? He gets the armband. That's almost as mad.
No, it's not about clap the fans, but he actually respects.
Back the other night after he rounded the troops up and said, "Come on, lads, come on."
You know the best part. You know the best part was So on the Coppish chat, it was Una Lee says 4-0 George, please go home. George at 19 minutes, by the way, 19 minutes and 30 seconds. I was counting. I'm going to at half time if it's 5, 1 minute later. Goes in. He's got a picture that see you later.
Honestly.
Imagine going all the way to Newcastle, driving 6 hours to get there, doing 200 quid in the process, like on ticket, food, fuel, transport, train. To then disappear after 20 minutes. Your fans are a disgrace. Yeah, they should have been on the pitch. Yeah, they shouldn't have been leaving.
Yeah, but it's the problem, Lee. There's nothing in our fan base.
They should have got that game called off, mate. They should have been fronting the players. Did you see the Watford fan? Did you see what Olympiacos did the other day? Exactly.
Yes.
What did they do? I heard
they righted the pitch, fam.
They don't muck about it.
That's Forest Owner, isn't it?
This is the problem. We turn up to protests. There was a geezer there at the protest the other day. Went there, took his boy, went into the club shop, probably spent a monkey, bought all the latest kit and come out and protesting. That's not the point of a protest, mate. You don't turn up to a protest with a flipping merchandise of all the kit.
Hey, mate, last time you did a protest, you had Ed Sheeran outside with his banjo.
Yeah, he's got a banjo guitar singing about how Pedro Porro's getting out of jail Felix misses. Have some shame, you clown.
Wait,
honestly.
Wait. Ed Sheeran did that?
No, I had to get a beer for this, mate. I had to come for the funeral. Yeah, I'm there, mate. I'm fully.
Can I ask a question, right? Can I ask you all this, right? Ask you all this, right?
Go on.
What was the point? I know he had to go, but what actually was the point of sacking Conte? Like, they actually need to come out now and say, "Yeah, sorry."
Because it was us.
Apologize right now. Come on, somebody clip it. Apologize.
I ain't apologising for shit.
You should apologise, Henry, mate.
No, because I didn't like the manager in the first place.
You are as disgusting as
I hear Henry on this one, man, because he violated before he left.
Just because you don't like
Let me ask you.
You're in the same boat, Goonie. You should be apologising to Graham Potter. What's the point of sacking Graham Potter?
Let me ask you something. Who signs an 18-month contract? No one ever signs an 18-month contract. It's 2, 3, 4. He signed it because he was testing the waters. He tested the waters.
I see all your fans singing it. Tobes is shameless. You pussies were in my chat the other day against Southampton. Have some shame.
Yeah, but I have any shame. I'm shameless. I don't care. The biggest achievement of this season will be you lot winning the league.
With Southampton, have some shame.
Listen,
I know.
You're in the show, bro.
Top of the league.
I just put popcorn there, but that's all I did.
Yeah.
Honestly, our biggest achievement will be not winning the league.
Yeah,
this club's in the bin. It's in the absolute pits.
Why
like
we've got outside the stadium for Levy every day? I'll be waiting for him. I'll be telling him.
But that's the problem. They don't want to do that. They go down.
No,
you can't even wear a tracksuit to Tottenham anymore. You can't even wear a tracksuit to the game. You got to wear boat shoes,
no, Henry,
body warmers, jeans, jumpers.
Stop deflecting. Why are you not standing outside that stadium waiting for him every day? You.
I'm going to the protest on. Well, I can't go Thursday. I'm going to one on Saturday.
You should be waiting outside for him every day and telling him to his face.
There's no point. There's only going to be about 34 fans there, isn't it?
No, he'll get picked up by helicopter
at the same time every day, and he sees you there every day. Yeah, all of a sudden that'll get clipped up. Somebody will be like, "Oh, he fronted." Then he's there again the next day. Then he's there the next day. It's easy.
No one will join in, though.
But that's the problem. You are spot on. We tried to do the only protest we've done the last 22 years was when the Super League happened. Look at Arsenal, 2,500 people outside the Emirates. Man United storming the pitch. Chelsea going absolutely berserk for managers. Instead, we're talking about who's going to get the Skywalk, the biggest attraction in London now, by the way. And you got the Formula 1 deal. You got Lady Gaga. You got WizKid. There was such a riot about WizKid, the poor fucker didn't even perform. Honestly, real talk. No, I mean, it's in the bottom of my heart. What is going on at his football club? Because I am losing my mind.
You know what, Dan? You know that James Blunt song that I was playing earlier was perfect for this moment, isn't it?
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if you're a matter of retirement and he does a show.
Slit your wrist song, man. Listen, Daniel Levy has decided to get rid of Conte and put his coach in charge. I'll tell you what, he's not very good either. We'll sack him and we'll put Mason back in charge. This guy's
sacks a manager and keeps their assistant. Has that ever been done before?
Yeah, Chelsea.
Oh yeah, Chelsea.
He lost it one game and he was out of here, cuz.
Who was that? Who was that?
This Bruno geezer, I forget his name. He was Graham Potter's number 2. He held a draw. Against Liverpool at home.
He didn't lose, did he? He got a draw.
Yeah, against Liverpool at home. And
exactly, he got a draw against Liverpool. You should have kept him.
He didn't want to stay. He said, "Fuck this, I'm not staying."
He said, "Yeah, I'm off.
Allow this,
mate. See you later."
Yeah, allow this.
I've got 100% no loss record. I'm leaving.
Exactly.
Straight.
Your clubs are a joke. I can't lie. Like Goonie, I'm going to cut you some slack because you're Chelsea, big Chelsea, yeah, right, and you're the most successful club for the last 20 years, yeah. But Henry, tomorrow you better be outside that stadium waiting for him, mate.
Oh, don't worry, I'm leaving work early to go. Don't worry about that. I'll be there. But this is the problem. I'll do a little vlog so everyone can have a little laugh about the 17 people that are standing outside of a banner.
I need it.
Right. I'll do a little vlog, a little protest. I'll go live on Instagram or something. You watch. I guarantee there's not even 100 people there. Our biggest defeat, 5-0 in 21 minutes.
You'd probably be up there with Brian de Gaulle and Stelios or something like that.
The only reason I knew that was the score is because you lot were spamming the group chat, yeah? And I was like, why is this group chat going mad? Something must have happened, yeah? And I was at a barbecue. I was sat there chilling. I thought, right.
He calls up me watch long. What's the score, mate? Like,
yeah, my Mac was in the boot of the car. I thought, no, I'm not going to watch the football. Like, it's a kid's birthday party. Like, me and a few people were gone, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I'm sat there and I'm like, can you loan me a 5? And I'm like, because you said 4, then 5. And I was like,
oh, can you lend me a 5?
At the time thinking, they can't be talking about this game. Let me Google Premier League scores. And I couldn't believe it, man.
I was on fire, man. I said, Henry, you are freezing. Are you for real? Lend me a 5. Fucking hell, like.
I phoned him up. I said, what's the score, mate? I said, lend us a 5.
I'm just glad it weren't 7 because all of you shameless mugs would have 7-Up cans sitting there.
Mate,
honestly, embarrassing.
That was a sick one, innit?
I was around my parents, right, having a roast dinner, and I was like, Dad, this game is mad. Me and my dad were just laughing. It was just beautiful to watch, man. But like, I must admit, right, big up Newcastle as well, by the way.
Joe Willock's pass was pass of the season.
Unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
That was like Drogba vibes from Frank.
All I keep seeing on
Do you remember the Drogba goal?
Yeah, of course. Lamptey's one was better, though. Let's have it right.
Oh, shut up, man.
Yeah, Lamptey's one was way better.
Lampard's got more ability than Joe Willock, so that makes it more of an achievement for Joe Willock. So get in the bin.
You know what, right? I honestly, I've been selling, man, on this channel, right? On everyone on this channel, how good this Isak kid is. Sick, man, and he's so good for Newcastle, man. He's been quality, so fair play to him, man. But listen, Henry, lastly, like, what do you actually want to happen now? Because I asked Tottenham fans.
No, let's keep roasting him down. Make the whole show.
I want complete capitulation. I want to blow the stadium up. Honestly, right now, I want it to all come crashing down. I hope we get slapped to United. I hope we get slapped by Liverpool, because then at least the fans now are the only part of the football club that can change. Levy's not going to change. He's going to keep charging astronomical prices for tickets. £1,300 a season ticket. Ooh. That's ridiculous. I want us now to all come together, unite, and go against these owners. Otherwise, nothing's going to change.
It's not happening.
I know it's not happening because we're too weak-minded. We'll be sitting there with our boat shoes out at the stadium singing about how we're, I don't know, how Arsenal have bottled the league because we've got nothing to celebrate.
You don't have to turn up in boat shoes, do
you? Honestly, try and get into that stadium wearing a tracksuit.
They don't let you.
No, you just get questioned. What you got in your pockets? What you got in there? I'm not a flipping. This ain't Football Factory, mate.
Hey, do you know what? I'm not even lying. Yeah, he's telling the truth. Yeah, one of my friends that I used to go to school with is a Tottenham fan. He's a bit older than me. Yeah, about a year older than me. Matty, big up Matty. Yeah, right. But he has to go there with boat shoes on and the ankle swinging jeans. Like, so your ankles are showing.
Oh my god! Yeah? Oh my ankle.
He's tried getting in there before in a hoodie. Yeah, just a hoodie with normal jeans and trainers, and they were all over him, mate. Yeah, all over him. So he ain't lying. Yeah, all over him. Yeah, what you got in your hoodie? And they're checking in the hood to see what you got in the hood. Can you pull it up?
I can't lie. I don't blame him. You shouldn't be wearing boot cuts in the first place.
The meme that does the rounds of the guy outside and he's not even patting anyone down. Like,
you're the Everton geezer, isn't it?
That's how it is at Arsenal. They don't even pat anyone down. They're just in you go, mate. In you go, mate. In you go, mate.
No, you get them.
Yeah, you know the little guy that goes.
Cheers.
Yeah, she got a flipping metal detector. It's like you say out of James Bond, mate. Let me get me silenced pistol at me back. Shut up, mate.
Man, honestly, man, your club.
Who's you want as manager, though, Henry? Real talk. Who do you want as manager?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. No one ever tells me.
I want as manager, and I'm going to give evidence to this, and I still want Nagelsmann. I'll give you the reason why.
I think he might go, you know.
I want Pochettino, but he ain't. He's going to the bigger fish.
He's going to Chelsea, mate.
Yeah, which is if Harry Kane and Poch go to Chelsea, that's like Sol Campbell.
Your fans are going to call him a snake now, yeah?
What about Frank Lampard?
I won't call him a snake. I actually want him to go and succeed. Why I want Nagelsmann is, and I said this to you the other day, what's happened since Bayern Munich since he's left? Complete capitulation. Out of the Champions League, out of the Cup, and now they're second to Borussia Dortmund. He's the only manager besides Luis Enrique ain't stupid enough to come here. Right, he's not an idiot. He ain't going to come here. It would be Nagelsmann because he's a young manager. We've got the German Arteta.
Harry Redknapp's coming, mate. Harry, big up Harry.
Yeah, I'll take Harry, but I just want a manager that's going to
take Harry. Fucking, that's how desperate you are.
I mean, the appalling to get sacked from Reading.
Harry Redknapp must be about 90, bro. West Ham are coming to save Tottenham.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me. I want Nagelsmann because I want the fans, the director of football, the manager. I want everyone singing from the same hymn sheet.
Why do you want Nagelsmann?
Because I look at Hoffenheim like I do Tottenham. An absolute shit show when you walked in and progressed them. He took over Leipzig. He got Leipzig to a semi-final. Right? Then he went to Bayern. He won the league with them. He won, 8 out of 8 Champions League games. Beat PSG home and away. As soon as Tommy Tuchel comes in, he gets absolutely slapped. He got knocked out of the German Cup by Freiburg, right? Who sounds more like saying at McDonald's than a fucking team, right? And then he got absolutely slapped out by Man City. So all I'm saying is, since
to be fair though,
Nagelsmann's
Bayern, even in the Champions, they look crap. Man City were going to.
Can I just say, you're comparing yourself to Hoffenheim, yeah?
Well, what have we won in the last 22 years?
Yeah, Hoffenheim have won 4 trophies. Yeah, 4 trophies since 2001. Yeah, you're nothing like them, mate.
Yeah,
more like FC Cologne, innit, if anything.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, even Cologne won a title in the last 20 years, I think.
Flip Hamburg. Oh, they got relegated. My bad.
We're like bloody, not even Hamburg.
Augsburg or someone like Augsburg.
No, worse.
Yeah. Union Berlin. They were at the top. Got gassed. Now look where they are.
No, not Union, but Hertha Berlin. You mean the one that's in the pits? The one that's in the pits. That's the weird.
You can put some more respect.
Do you know you actually like? Yeah, you actually like Malaga. Yeah, Malaga were in the top tier of Spanish football. They were in the Champions League. They had Isco. You had Modric. That's kind of similar. Yeah. Well, Modric is clear, but I'm trying to talk about the level of player at the time. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Malaga I think they're 18th in the second division of Spanish football now. Yeah, that is what is happening to you in the next 20 years, mate. Trust me, you will not be in the Premier League in the next 10 years. Yeah, unless you've been that owner.
If these owners carry on, I agree with that.
You know, Lawless is saying that on his channel, saying he thinks that Tottenham could be in a relegation fight soon, and he's been serious.
I don't think so.
As soon as Howard leaves, mate, they're dusted.
They are in trouble, man. Who do you guys think it will be, though, manager? Who do you reckon this next Spurs manager will be?
Harry and Ryan Mason, get the fans on side. Vibes FC, that's what they'll do. Harry has stayed there for 6 games, yeah, and then next season they'll give it to Harry.
I think it actually will be Nagelsmann. You know, I know I saw there's fresh links. I think he wants to build a project as well. That's why he probably didn't want to go Chelsea. Same with Luis Enrique.
Well, we've tried 16 projects.
Luis Enrique probably ends up at PSG. He probably ends up at PSG anyways. Luis Enrique, and I think Nagelsmann will take the top.
Big up Neil Gunner in the chat. That's a shout, you know.
Do you know that? I was just going to do it. This is who I think.
Brendan
Rodgers. I said that. I said that as well.
Categorically, 1000% no.
Graham Potter?
No, I'd rather Graham Potter. Give us Potter. Give us Graham Potter.
And Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers is fucking awful.
Mate, he's won a treble. What are you talking about?
I don't care. Mate, Stephen Gerrard won the league in fucking Scotland. Stephen Gerrard's won a league title. Where's he now?
Well, you still got to win it.
Oh yeah, Steven Gerrard could be a new
go and do it with Aberdeen like Ferguson did. Then we're talking.
League it is. You're still going up against teams that are relative to so the Premier League. We've got Man City and
don't
the rest.
You fucking dare go for Michael Carrick. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I agree. Leave him alone. Let him prosper. The same as Vincent Kompany.
Leave Kompany alone as well, man.
I agree.
Yeah, protect Kompany and Carrick at all costs. He's a good manager.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was. It wouldn't surprise me if we did go for Brendan Rodgers, because we could try to emulate what they did with Leicester with the FA Cup. But it's got to be Nagelsmann. We've got to say, look, Harry Kane, see you later. Just because otherwise we aren't getting a rebuild. Where are we getting a rebuild from? At least if we get 80 or 90 million from him, we can try and use that money. If Son goes, there goes 35% of the fan base.
Did you see your fans when you conceded the third to Bournemouth? And all the South Koreans in the bottom
tier. They're sitting there taking pictures with him.
Taking pictures of the guy who scored against them. Yeah, but they could go back to South Korea and say, but I see Sonny score.
Oh, honestly, yesterday we're 3-0 down and Højbjerg's laughing. Højbjerg is laughing. We're 3-0 down. He's doing shirt swaps. How about you go and clap the fans that have just done a 500-mile round trip? You shameless clown.
This is a shout.
I'm the Viking. I'm so hard.
I just chats on smoke. Keep it coming, guys. Spam the chat with your greatest manager. Yeah, go on. The greatest manager, Claude Puel. Oh my days.
Claude Puel.
Oh my word.
Rafa Benitez would do well at Spurs.
Yeah. I always say
he gets sacked quick.
People laugh when I mention Rafa, but Rafa's actually decent, man. I know Everton didn't work for him, but he's
not anymore. He's arse and cheeks, man.
That's what
some managers' times has passed. He's one of them.
Nah, come on, man. He's a good manager, man.
When he was at Everton, everyone slated him, and look at the state of him. Look at
I got told yesterday, on my video in the comments, but Ancelotti. No, it was the other day. Ancelotti didn't win anything at Everton or Napoli. Yeah, and anyone can win anything at Real Madrid. So I put it on my Insta. I screenshotted the comment and went, well, Odegaard didn't.
Yeah.
How do these people not think when they write?
Oh, man. Of course they don't, man. Of course they don't.
Your club's tapped. Let's keep schooling him, Dan. F the rest of the results, mate. Let's just keep schooling him.
Nah, we want to talk about Arsenal.
Oh, no, please don't.
No,
I'm in a good mood, man. I don't want to get angry.
I deserve it. Arsenal. Because it wasn't too long ago when you counted me, Lee, so it's all right. I need you. I think, you know what? I'm going to say something, and I know it's out of blue, and nobody agrees pretty much, unless you're an Arsenal fan that's out of your head loss. I actually think you win on Wednesday.
Do you know what? I've seen I see expressions say, I'll try to allude, and then he said, and then he went down a mad funny thing at the end, yeah? But I've seen so many people say, I think Arsenal will get a result on Wednesday. No, you're saying that to try and give us hope, to get us gassed up. So then when we get battered, we're not. No,
you know what it is. You know, football always does that. It just works in roundabouts sometimes, and it's not out of context or anything out of logic. Just sometimes football just works weird, like honestly. And I just think it might be one of them things.
Man City and then losing to Burnley.
Yeah, or Yeah, well, Liverpool, any result this season when they got a massive win and they go and lose the next game, Bournemouth, smash United, lose to Bournemouth, makes no sense, does it?
Wigan beating Man City in the cup final.
Mate,
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell you my prediction for the game right now. 4-0 Man City.
Yeah, I'm with
you. You ain't got no Saliba either, so you got Holdini.
I said 3-1. I said 3-1 Man City. I think it will.
Right, and I've seen people sitting there gassing it up, going, "We have to believe if there's any team in the league that can beat City, it's us." Really? Okay.
No, it's us. If there's any team that beats City, it's us.
Yeah, it's Tottenham.
That's our trophy.
Yeah, ironically, Tottenham.
Because that's our trophy.
11 times. Oh, sorry, 11 times in a row we've played Man City in the league, and we have lost 11 in a row.
Do you know Guardiola? The only team he's faced more than 3 times in a row and lost every game throughout his career is Tottenham. So at least we've got that in our trophy cabinet.
Mate, we have got no chance of beating Man City. Erling Haaland, soon as we dropped points to Southampton the other night, posted a tweet out of him laughing. Yeah, he's ready. He's sitting there with the baby oil, the tissue, the milk that he drinks. He's ready, bruv. Yeah, Rob Holding, as bad as he is, he ain't to blame for why we've dropped points in all 3 of them.
Thank you, man. Such a scapegoat. I don't understand it.
It's an easy way to brush their favourites in the bin, like, and out the way. Yeah, let's blame Rob Holding. Mate, Martin Odegaard's been shocking. Yeah, Saka's been shocking. I said about Saka, yeah, and all I got was you're racist. Oh, really? Well, how do I rate Jesus then and Saliba? Like, how do I rate Mahrez? Like, get in the bin. These people are tabbed. Yeah, the fact and reality is we have bottled it. And when people want to sit there, they don't like the word bottle or bottle bottling. Yeah, because we have aimed that at this lot. Yeah, since they bottled a 2-horse race and finished 3rd. They were never top. We were top. We were top at Christmas. We were top.
Yeah, but your club's got elite PR. We know this.
Yeah, mate. If we do not win against Man City, it is curtains. So it's a must-win game. And it don't matter, though, because we're over.
I saw a shout for Jesus to go right wing back.
Mate, I've seen a shout for Thomas Partey at right back and centre back. What's that all about?
If Partey starts, I don't think you've lost a game this season with Partey starting, have you?
No,
I don't know. Fuck those.
No, we haven't.
To be honest, I couldn't.
We haven't lost the game with those 3.
He needs to be sacked.
Same with Casemiro and Bruno. They ain't lost the game to get starting to
get. What's your thoughts on that? Obviously, Lee's saying,
I mean, nothing.
If you don't win, he should be sacked. You don't win a title. Would you sack him if you don't win the league? That'd be what?
No,
3.5 years into a process.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. And me and Lee are pretty much similar on most things when it comes to this. But he's overachieved with his side, and I've been in the mud this season for what we've done in terms of a title push because I didn't see it happening at all. So I think he deserves credit for that. But there is nothing. I don't understand the fan base when they start crying and getting sensitive about the fact that we've bottled the title if we lose it, because we have. I don't really understand why it's. I've seen every single team on this panel bottle something, right? It's just football. It's what
some more than others.
So, well, yeah, you more than anyone, right? But the Arsenal fan base sometimes are a little bit too sensitive to that and start crying about the most unbelievable things. And what makes me laugh the most, actually, is the fact that they're all crying at the moment about it. And, oh, my God, people are saying that. It's facts. And also, you know, I've got nothing wrong with pushing Man City all the way because that, to me, is more than I expected. But don't sit and tell me it's been an absolutely genius, successful season because we've got nothing to show for it. Because what makes me laugh, right, is we only went for top 4 this season. All right, if I give you 4th now, would you take it? No, they wouldn't. Surely not. Or would they? Maybe they would. I don't know. But I certainly would.
This fan base, I said this to you the other day, yeah, right? This manager has only this season, in his 3rd full season, amassed more points than Unai Emery in his only season with a toxic dressing room, yeah, and no fans in the stadium. No, sorry, there was fans in the stadium.
You lot should have at least won a trophy.
Right? No, he's won a trophy, Goonie. That's great, yeah? Right? But when I see Ian Wright sitting there chatting absolute wass the other day, oh, they need you more than ever. Oh, they need you to support them. Oh, yes, it's great. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Well, they don't need our support because, number one, they all ignored the little girl who they were signing the shirt for the other day. Yeah? Right? That just shows they're mutants and robots, and they were told by the comms guy who was behind the dad.
Have you seen the video of them walking through London?
Huh?
Have you seen when they're walking through London and the guy's got his baby in his arms?
Yeah,
like, look at the arse team.
You're just ignoring him. Not one person acknowledged him other than Eddie and Ketia. And
you know what? I don't want Arsenal fans going into is like Liverpool fans to go in on like second place in the trophy. Oh, but Arsenal with their Premier League. I see this Arsenal versus Liverpool thing, yeah. And
this
yeah,
is
you
what
know,
I said
and they
to
say, yeah,
Sam.
but they talk about your Premier League wins. You got 3 trophies, Premier League titles, yeah? And they say, oh, but they got 85 points. They got this points. We actually got 90 points. I'm like, mate, it don't matter what points you got. You still lost.
Yeah,
what's the
winner's
difference?
winner.
It don't matter. If you get 85
murked.
points or 82 points this season, it means the league that season was harder.
We
Not
got
just 'cause you're
rinsed
too
for
good.
putting the pressure on for years. Oh, you've already put the pressure on. Now Arsenal are doing it.
man.
Oh, it's a great achievement.
Second place trophy. I can't
Can I
stand
just
it. And
read
it's
this
made by
comment from
Liverpool pricks.
This Daniel Show guy in the chat that says Lee's fucking embarrassing. As a fan, what does it cost to support your effing team instead of criticizing players? Let me say something right now, mate. I posted on my Instagram yesterday, yeah, right? Real Madrid sacked Capello, right, the day after winning the league title. They then rehired him a decade later, and he won a league title again, and they sacked him the day later again. Yeah. They sacked Vicente Del Bosque, who won them a Champions League and a Super Cup. The following season, he won them the league. Yeah. The day later, they sacked him. Yeah. Real Madrid fans smashed up all the players' cars after a defeat in the El Clasico. Gareth Bale's car was battered. Yeah. I'm not condoning all of this. Napoli fans, yeah.
Mental.
Yeah, they're crazy, bruv. Their wives, the players' wives, had to move house because they were trying to kidnap them. Yeah, Marseille fans are turning up, burning down the training ground. Yeah, Sporting Lisbon fans went and broke into the training ground while the players are training and beat the players up. Bas Dost's face was mullered. Yeah, why?
Had to
because
run
they
to
didn't
Milan.
get top 4. They didn't qualify for the Champions League. So when people want to sit there and say criticize, number one, I am not going to sit here and lord up a bunch of bang average, overpaid prima donnas that couldn't give 2 iotas about what I think anyway. Yeah, they stood in front of a 7-year-old child and not one of them gave eye contact. Yeah, so why do they care? They don't care about me. They don't care about you and everyone else. Yeah, so why should I care? Yeah, the fact in reality is, mate, it is elite level sport. That is toxic in itself. Yeah, and it just because a manager finishes first or second doesn't mean they can stay in their job. They're a paid employee. Yeah, Capello got sacked and Vicente Del Bosque got sacked. Yeah, twice Capello and Del Bosque. Why? Because the style of football was trash and they didn't win everything. See you later, mate. Yeah, see you later, mate.
Munich sacked Nagelsmann for that reason, didn't they? He won a league title.
Would anyone else sack Arteta if he comes second this year?
I'm in both camps. I'm not going to do a target and sit on the fence, but you are overachieving.
Who?
But I do see Lee's point.
Wait, Arteta getting sacked? No chance, mate.
I'd give him one more season.
You know, one more season. You've had what would it be, Lee? By the way, when did he get employed? 3.5 years ago. Yeah, 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
One more season. All right, you mounted second place. Cool. If you don't win no trophy, that's fine. Next season, if you're not challenging and you're not challenging on another front in terms of FA Cup, Carabao, or Champions League, like let's see some progress maybe in the Champions League. Let's see how good you really are. Go from there because you've had the time. If you your project is
that's all well and good, mate. Yeah, right. But the expectation from Ramsdale, Xhaka, Odegaard, and Smith Rowe, Dan, you can back this. All 4 of them said on pre-season, top 4 and Europa League. Yeah, that went through David Ornstein and all Charles Watts, my best mate, and all these other puppets. Went through the whole fan base. So the whole fan base was top 4 in Europa League. Okay, well, we've thrown 3 cups in the bin, bigger fish to fry. So if we do not win the league on all of the player standards and expectations that came out and said that in pre-season and the fan base's expectations, he's failed. So why is he going to stay? If he don't win the league, he's done top 4. That's it. He didn't win the Europa League. So
how much you spent, money-wise, under Arteta?
$500 million. 485 million he spent. 21 new players. Add that to Saka, Martinelli, Xhaka, Elneny, Eddie, Tierney, Saliba that were already there. Yeah. And he's added 21 more on top of them 7. Yeah. 3.5 years. This is the first season he's getting top 4. Well, Emery did it. Well, didn't. He bottled it as well. But this is the first season he's got more points than Unai Emery. With a
and you got to a Europa League final.
Toxic dressing room. Yeah. Toxic dressing room. Yeah, ironically, this guy, and Ian Wright, this is what I said, Ian Wright is sitting there, oh, you need to support and you need to back, you need to do this. Okay, mate, well, this manager has won a trophy when there was no fans in the stadium with a toxic dressing room. What the fuck are you chatting about?
You know what it is as well, Lee? Yeah, I don't really like diving into the comments, but it's when people don't agree with an opinion, it don't mean you got a top. Let's just address it a little bit before you do it. I know you're reading it. Mate,
I ain't reading nothing, man.
people have different opinions. Some people are got big expectations, don't it? Don't mean you're toxic, don't mean you're negative. It just means you just differ opinion. I get on my nerves. Like, you might not agree, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't be on a podcast.
Lisbon fans that beat up Bastos, are they toxic then?
You know what it is. But you know what it is,
beating up Gareth Bale's car, are they toxic? When Real Madrid fans are booing every week. I watched Lyon the other day. They were losing to Rennes at half time before we played West Ham. I was watching that game. Every single touch them Lyon players did in the first half got booed. They got booed off at half time. They were losing 1-0 at home.
You might get booed off this podcast.
They come out in the second half and absolutely slapped them 3-1. It could have been 10-1 in the second half, yeah? Sergio Ramos, one of the best defenders I've ever seen in my life. Marcelo, one of the best defenders I've seen in my life. It inspired us when the Real Madrid fans booed us.
Yeah, I just find
I would want to say about my football
I just feel if everyone agrees with the same opinion, then football would be absolutely boring.
Crazy.
Yeah, of course it would.
Facts. Of course.
Do you get what I mean? This is what I mean. I can go get a positive fan, a gal or somebody like that, and yeah, it sounds great. But in the time, how you're feeling, yes, it might be a reaction, but at the same time, have you been consistent with it? Have you changed? Does it? Do you flip and flop? No, man.
This is the problem, right? You're entitled to change your opinion, of course. We're all human.
Your expectation is much higher than most Tottenham fans. That's all it is.
As soon as you go against what someone else is, you're negative. So what? Why are you tuning in then? Go and watch another show. If I'm so negative, why are you sitting here at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night watching me talk to a camera? Go and do something else, mate. Go make yourself a Chris sandwich and have a lie down. Yeah, go and have a Chris sandwich, have a little lie down.
It's just what makes, for me, it's just what makes debates with different fans what it is, and it makes it a different perspective because it'd be boring to talk to a positive or negative fan all the time, or whatever you want to degrade it or grade it. Up to you. It's just
your opinions on your football club are based on what you've grown up and seen and heard.
Basically, right? Yes.
These people that are standing behind me on this green screen, Sir Peter Hillwood told me and every other Arsenal fan and every football fan in 2004, the last time we won a league, we are moving to Ashburton Grove. We secured the funding and we're going to compete with Real Madrid. Well, cool. Do it then. Yeah, they were the best team in the world 19 years ago. They're still the best team in the world. Why? Because they don't sit there fantasizing about a manager or an individual player. Gareth Bale, you're on the bench. Then you're going. Eden Hazard will be gone this summer. Yeah?
There's no top 4 race either there, is there?
Yeah? And guess what? Would a manager survive at Real Madrid after winning a Copa del Rey in his first season and then not winning nothing for the next 3? He wouldn't, would he? Because he wouldn't last more than 1. He'd probably be sacked halfway through the season. John Toshak, had one of the best Real Madrid teams ever. Yeah, averaging 4 home goals a game. Yeah, they sacked him by November the following season. Yeah, and this is the difference. I've grown up on my team winning 17 trophies in my lifetime. Grown up on them telling me they're moving to be the best. We'll be the best then. I was protesting when Leicester won the league. And now we're all going to sit there and cheer that we're going to finish second. Well, if we're going to try and go for top 4 every season, this guy's done it once in 4 years. We might as well phone Wenger up. Come back, mate.
With me, I grew up on loads of trophies and that. And yes, I think my expectation of realism has changed, but my ultimate goal doesn't change. Does that make sense? It will never change. It will never change.
Trophies. That's it.
So, Gunnar, if he wins the league, the only way you're keeping is if he wins the league, yeah?
Yeah, Dan, if you give Ancelotti the job in the summer, he wins us the title. If you give that guy 4 years and for 500 million, he wins the league. Or at least competes for a title every season and he'll win you something. This guy's won us an FA Cup with a bunch of players deemed not good enough and toxic, yeah, with no fans in the stadium. Now he's got rid of all of them players pretty much. Spent £500 million and won nothing.
To be fair, I think next season though. I do think next season, for me, in my only perspective, I can never change no one's opinion. But if it was me, I think I'd be annoyed if I bowled out at this point. If it was to, I'll be fuming. But I would give it next season to really give it a grade, like a proper, all right, your process 8th, 5th, 2nd, cool. Now go win me a trophy or 2. Well, I get what you mean though. Is like, okay, but if you're giving a manager that time,
okay,
what would the difference be?
Let me spin it like this, yeah, for you guys here that are not Arsenal, yeah, and you as well, Dan, yeah, right? When is it going to be deemed acceptable to demand to win a trophy? and to come and win the biggest honours. How many more years?
My one might be 2 minutes per season. You know what I mean? What can I say?
You should have won it this season. You should really.
No, but if we don't win it this season, how many more years? How many more players? And how much?
I'd say
money
personally,
is it
if
then
Arteta,
we can accept as a whole fan base, that what I'm saying is what we should be doing. Because I don't see this process ever ending.
I'm saying if Arteta don't win
for the next 20 years, this fan base are happy because Arteta's still in the job.
I'm saying if Arteta don't win nothing next season, you sack him, regardless of where he finishes in the table. He has to win something, bro. 100%.
I agree with that one. Otherwise, you're just going to end up like, well, I would say you can't even say Jurgen because he actually won stuff after he got his process 2 years, was it? And then
he get into a final.
Won something. Final here, final there. Yeah, you got in his first final in Europa League and got battered by Sevilla.
He got in the League Cup final that season as well.
One thing I do agree with. The
second season he finished top 4. Then the third season he got Champions League final and lost.
Yeah, he can't compare him to Arteta.
The next season he won the fucking Champions League. Then the next season he won the league. Like, come on.
Listen, for me, right, one thing I do agree of, the process is finished, mate. It's done. Like, there is no more process. We are here.
Oh, you can upgrade on a player. You can upgrade.
Yeah, but that's not a process.
They just need to add depth.
That's not a process.
That's what I think. I think it is depth. Let's say you do add either Rice or Caicedo or something like that. And the process is finished. It's just that upgrading the quality and go from there. See if you can go from. But I think where everyone's kind of, I think as an Arsenal fan, the way I look at it, if I was in their point of view, every other team's going to strengthen. Chelsea's going to get better. Man United's going to get better. City are definitely going to get better.
Newcastle.
Newcastle going to get better. The league is definitely going to get tougher. These 90 points are not going to be 90 points. I don't feel like next season to win the league, you're going to probably need 80 something points to finish on to win the league. I think it's going to be tight. A lot of draws, a lot of tight matches. That's the way I think it's going to be. Anyway.
Too much money in the league. It's completely monopolising Europe. Like you got teams like Bournemouth bidding 40 million euros for Zaniolo.
I couldn't give a crap.
15 years ago.
So what? So be it. Let's have the best league. We are the Super League.
But that's
what I'm saying. But now I agree with what you're saying. It's good. I don't even think you need 80.
It's not my fault that Barcelona are paying off refs and being dickheads and taking all the money for themselves. That's what you get. And it's not our fault that Serie A wants to go cheat. And Juventus are getting 15 points back and it's still in the bin because they wanted to cheat 50. That's their fault. This is what happens. Serie A was the best league in the 90s. They messed up with all the referees and everything like that and the bidding and the funding. That's on them. That's what comes to bite you back in the arse in the end. Premier League never did that. It just evolved, changed, different sponsorships, moved on, done things correct, TV, yada yada. Remember, like Britain's only small. Like Italy's still quite a successful country. So is Spain. The league definitely is. There was a lot of money in Real Madrid and Barcelona took their money for themselves. Yada yada yada. Didn't distribute it. That's what you get for suffering. Now you want to moan and get Super League. The French League's quality is going up. By the way, it's going up further. It ain't been League Uber Eats for that long, but it's doing something, and the quality is getting a little bit better, just a little bit by bit. That will end up taking over. Serie A, I think, is quite good though. I think it is getting better, just not enough money in it. Juventus are ruining it. That's what I'm saying. It's going to take a long time.
Does anyone, apart from me and Leon here, does anyone want a process? Does anyone just want a win now manager? That's a serious.
We've tried Jose. We've tried Conte.
You can afford to get a win now manager.
Yeah, we shouldn't have asked Henry.
Shouldn't have asked Henry.
Delete the club,
Give me a process. 100%.
Chelsea fans can't do no process. They always need win now managers. Always.
We're allergic, mate. We're absolutely allergic.
Goonie, what about you, bro?
Well, it depends where you are as a squad. Like you see right now, like having a win now manager isn't going to make us win now. If you're talking in our example, I don't see an Ancelotti or even a Pep Guardiola coming in and winning a Premier League straight away. Nah, we're in a situation where we've got to get these young players playing to their potential and developing and actually gelling as a team together, whether we like it or not. And this is the issue that we've got in the fan base. It's like, oh, we need someone elite right now. I would love an Ancelotti to come in. But the reason why I would love for Ancelotti to come in is because I've seen the record of this guy. On top of his success working with senior players, I've seen him work with younger players. Case in point, there's a certain Brazilian called Kaká that he worked with when he was young. Ooh. Look how that turned out. Ooh. Do you know what I mean? And there's several other names that.
Who's that?
Ancelotti. I'm talking about in terms of his development history. So
Rodrigo, yeah.
When you look at the core of our squad and the vision of what we're trying to do, we're trying to go young, and it takes a lot of key aspects to make that work. And Ancelotti's got that with the success on top of it. So like that for me is where we're at as a squad. We've got no we've got no choice but to be where we are. We are actually in a development phase. How many new players have come in this squad and are supposed to gel in and play together this season?
Even Thiago Silva's aside, don't buy it, please. Like he was saying something about the transfer strategy for next season.
Yeah, there's too much going on. Right now, what we need to do, we need to focus on players going out. That's more important right now for me than certain players coming in. Outside of the key positions that still need to be addressed, outgoings for me are the most important.
Got to be DM striker, goalkeeper for you, innit? Literally,
spine.
Can I ask you, Goonie, about one? Because there was links the other day at Arsenal with Mason Mount. What's your thoughts on Mason? Is he gonna go?
Oh, you love a bit of Mason, don't you? Proper Chelsea.
Not the Chelsea.
Listen,
brown envelope.
Chances are with Mace, I reckon now the tides have kind of turned for him staying. Yeah, but
he's a knobhead anyway.
Can I say, Goonie, right? If you get Poch,
weird bloke, man.
I think Mount he'll try to turn Mount into a similar role that he did with Ericsson.
I'm taking him at Man United.
I don't think it's
given to me. I'm taking him squad player.
Ericsson.
You say that though, Pochettino. He had Eric Dyer looking like a good footballer.
Spot on, Kenny.
Bro,
Ken.
listen,
Look at Kenny Ken.
Listen,
spitting absolute facts.
Such a good comment, man.
Absolute facts. Do you know what?
Kenny.
You look at that Italian league, yeah. You look at the Bundesliga this season. Yeah, they're leagues that are deemed lesser than us. Right? When we played Sporting Lisbon, I said, do not sleep on Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, that Portuguese league, yeah, it's so disrespected. It is mad. Yeah, it's so disrespected. Yeah, they'll play most teams off the park.
Braga as well.
Yeah,
Benfica,
Braga, Sporting,
Porto.
Guns. My saying has always been, I hate Portuguese teams in Europe because
I don't mind playing them for my club. We usually do well against them. It's the Spanish teams that my club cannot stand.
Sevilla,
Sevilla. No, 100%. No, it's typically even bar beating Barcelona.
Bar beating
all of them. We really just somehow struggle when we go to Spain all the time. No matter what squad we've got, something about Man United just don't like Spain.
When people sit there, like, do you follow that Mike Luhg? Do you follow him?
No, he's
facts.
You know what is with him?
He's the man
with him. No, but with him, he wanted Ten Hag not even in the job, and he wanted him sacked. But then he wanted Pochettino. I'm like, bro, like, mate, he ain't won no trophies. Your whole thing, trophies, this, that, blah, blah, blah.
No, but he does talk facts, right? And I'll tell you why. Yeah, because there was people sitting there, and I think it was Goldbridge. He quote tweeted Goldbridge saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to slap Sevilla, blah blah blah. Oh, the Spanish league's trash, this and that." So then what he did is he went back to the last 80 or 70 games of Man United against Spanish teams or something.
Yeah.
You've barely won any.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, even in a great period. But the thing is, he when it suits the narrative, he sounds right. But when it doesn't, and when we're winning and stuff like that, and his opinion. He's really. I don't follow him. I personally don't take no notice. But he wanted Ronaldo to stay and all this kind of stuff, yada yada. And I'm like anyone's opinions, it can fall. But his direction of where he wants to be is right.
As much as I don't like Ronaldo, would he have scored more goals than Weghorst this season in the games that Weghorst has played?
No, because you know what it is? Yes. I think he would have caused a lot more problems. Like when you think about if he was happy to sit on the bench, if he was happy to sit on the bench,
Weghorst.
The thing is though, if he was happy to sit on the bench at times and stuff like that, and then go about the bit, I think he'd been perfect. But where he wants to start and getting week in, week out, and he can't do it, and also he can't press as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I know Weghorst is no good, but the way we want to win the ball back and just try to turn over the possession,
not the guy. Yeah,
he's not that guy. And the way we play, he's more suited to a team that's got all the ball and you don't really need to do the work. Somewhere like maybe Arsenal or something like that, got all the ball, just stick it into him and he'll score.
Give him City with De Bruyne whipping it in. He'd score headers for days.
Me, I was there at Old Trafford. I've been there all season long. Yeah, I saw him miss sit after things where you think Ronaldo should have scored that, should have scored that, should have scored that, should have scored that, should have scored that. And who? What?
Is that true?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
For it as well.
There's no way.
No way did he say that.
Everyone's had their banner and all that kind of stuff. I've called him rude and Weghorst when he was doing all right and all that stuff, but I was never serious.
Saeed, but really, come on, man.
No, but
Kaz,
you're right. Yeah, Ronaldo's not the answer. Yeah, for Man United, but neither is Weghorst. Weghorst is a stopgap.
No, he's not. But that's the subject of Man United's owners.
Expected Weghorst to play as much as he has.
No, he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
That's Martial should be
And he
keeping
shouldn't,
fit, but that's the subject of the Glazers for you, because how the hell in January we've only got £1 million in loan to spend, and it makes sense because we're going through a sale at the moment, and we'll know more in the next 4 days.
Yeah, well, you say that, but like, yeah, really? Yeah, them Glazers are staying, mate.
No, you know what it is, yeah. The way.
Glorious.
Go on, what are you gonna say?
I was going to ask you, are you positive or negative about your end to the season? Because obviously you could have a great domestic double, but you could also, like, you're not playing well. Like, even yesterday, I thought Man United don't look right, man.
Don't care. You don't need to play pretty football to go and win trophies. Go to Mourinho. Have you played pretty football? Have you played pretty football? No. Have you won trophies? Yeah. So
you reckon you'll win the FA Cup?
It will be. I think it will be a lot tighter than I think it will be. Of course, I'm going to be back in my club, but it will be such a. It just depends on City if they go all the way to the Champions League final and if they get knocked out early.
I think they're going to slap you lot.
Like no one ever gets knocked up in a FA Cup final, especially with
Arsenal did. They lost 3-0.
Go and say that to Watford, mate.
Yeah, but
Watford, you man have been playing top clubs. You look kind of shaky.
Yeah, but the way we have been playing, with the way how we did set up, don't get me wrong, it was cagey on both affairs, but I only took a decision making from Anthony or Bruno just to square it, and it's all done, mate.
Do you know the worst thing that could have happened this season was Man City getting sanctions on them. That's the worst thing.
They turned them into a different animal.
Pep sat there and outed all of the teams that had grasped them up.
Yeah, and everyone got, and now they watch all the allegations going to disappear.
Have they lost a game since? I don't think they have. Maybe
Caicedo was unreal yesterday, but so was
mate.
He was unreal.
Class,
but the thing is, when you put, I've noticed Casemiro, when he partners Fred, we look a lot better. It's the tempo goes up, everything. When you put Eriksen there, in any sort of, if he's not at home, it don't look right. We don't control the tempo as much as we should, or force the tempo.
Got the legs, man.
Yeah, that's all it is. If you're not.
You know what?
Everyone knows Ten Hag. No, everyone knows how he played at Ajax. This is not the way he wants Man United to play football. It's just gonna take. If it means changing your approach a little bit to get the results, I don't care how we do it. Just get me the result at the end of the day, and we can go from there. It's only his first year, and even if we do lose the final, I'll be hurt. If we do lose, I'll be hurt. But I'll be like, you know what? We've overachieved this season.
You're not going to go to the final, are you? You're not going to go and watch it live, are you?
I don't.
I'll see what the ticket price, because the Carabao Cup final, yeah. Because I was getting quoted like $350 for a ticket. I know Saeed paid a bomb for his ticket. No joke. Carabao Cup final was ridiculously expensive, and I'm like, I ain't paying that. I ain't paying that crap.
I can't wait for Bruno Fernandes to just stop playing football, man. I can't stand him. I absolutely hate what
he's doing. Every 2 minutes he's on the floor, but he's a wicked player, man. I can't lie.
He's not a wicked player. He's shit. He's good. Bang average.
Who's you take out of Eriksen and Bruno?
Because you take
Eriksen.
What?
Yeah, for me, it ain't a debate.
What?
Eriksen all day.
Eriksen every day of the week.
What? Wait, say that again.
Eriksen over Bruno.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Every big game Bruno's had in his life.
Alright, cool. Eriksen. The thing is, let me put this perspective out for the last minute. Yeah, we put Eriksen attacking me with no. Wait, one sec. We put Eriksen attacking me with no Bruno. Look how he looked. You know, we put Eriksen in a deeper role, even with Bruno and without Bruno. Look how he looked. Like, the thing is, he looks pretty on. Bruno don't look pretty in the eye. Eriksen looks pretty in the eye, but guess what? Who's got more turnovers and less pass completion this season? Oh, Eriksen. People don't know this stuff. Just because he plays in a certain way doesn't mean he's better. Just because he looks better in the eye, I get it aesthetically. But you take Bruno out of that team, we lose a lot of stuff. Like, as far as we want to say, chances created go in a bin. Eriksen can't do it. He can't even tackle. But I like what he can bring to the team, what he offers at the same time. For me, with Eriksen, it's just like you can't play every game. Bruno can play every game, doesn't get injured. That's another perspective. You take who in world football, even give me how many attacking mids out there that can give you goals and assists out of nothing in clutch moments. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I think Bruno can bottle it in big games as well.
Madison.
You don't put up numbers like that, unfortunately.
No,
I like Madison, by the way, but he can't do what Bruno does with the press.
For Leicester, mate. Let's put it into perspective here. Yeah, Madison
plays
for
Leicester. We can say that a lot about a lot of players.
I'd have Madison over
Wilfred Zaha plays for Palace, but you put him in a bigger team, he's going to do great.
Madison over Bruno.
I would want it because I want ball retentive play. I like ball retentive players. I wasn't always Bruno's biggest fan. I hated him. I couldn't stand him. Madison I would have, but what we're going to lose about Bruno, Madison can't do in terms of sometimes pressing, forcing the turnover and everything. But what he does give is control on the game. So it depends how you want to approach a game. If it was me, do we need another 10 this season, summer window? I'll be looking at Madison if Leicester get relegated all day long. This is why I say I wouldn't mind Mason Mount as a backup. Get rid of McTominay, get rid of your Freds, get all of them. Mason Mount won't be a bad rotation player.
He's underrated, man.
No, he's good. He's a good squad player. He's a good squad player. But he needs a run of games, otherwise he's dirt crap.
Listen, we're gonna leave it there, man, because we've run out of time. Absolute legends, Goonie. Thank you for jumping on, my friend. We will see you next week. How can people follow you, bruv?
Man Knows Football is where you'll find me. I'll be going live tomorrow. Got a video coming out later today as well. So make sure you check that out. Big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, give the video a like, all of that good stuff. Subscribe if you're new.
Nice one. Thank you, my bro. Kaz, likewise, man.
Yeah, never a foul, man. Probably gonna see some Lee's gonna be on that this week. Goonie's gonna be on it this week, and so is Henry. All I think is on different days. I think so. No, Goonie's gonna be up with Lee Gunner. It's gonna be great. with Northside and Younes. See how that goes.
Yeah, come on.
Wow, man, that's gonna be mad.
That's funny, man. And Younes, I love him. Yeah, come on. That's gonna be lit.
That'll be a lit one, man. Thank you as ever, Kaz. Lee, what you got going on, bro? Where do people need to go?
Lee Reacts, nearly on 10K. I'm less than 200
Big
from
up,
10K.
man.
Oh yeah, we
Lee
just
Reacts.
sick.
I haven't dropped a video on there for about 3 days, but I will have one out tomorrow about Tottenham.
There we go.
Right, yeah,
that's got to be worth it, mate. That's got to be worth it.
Hey, Tottenham fans on that channel love me. I put a video out saying Daniel Levy's a disgrace to English football. They all love me.
Oh yeah, I see that.
They love me. But yeah, check that out. Tomorrow I'm live at 1 p.m. UK time with Lewis from City Extra. Then I'm on with Terry and Big Steve on Football Terrace, and then back on my channel with Rants. So yeah, I know he's going to have the cigar out and everything. He cooked me last Tuesday. I cooked him Friday, and now it's his turn again.
It's got to be done, man. It's got to be done.
I might have to go MIA on Friday if we get battered by City. I can't lie.
You're coming on Thursday.
Listen, man, it's all good. It's all good. Lastly, Henry, I've literally stuck your channel in the chat now, so make sure you click on there and head over because you're going live in literally now.
Jump off here, go live. Bit of rival talk. So we're going to be getting grilled by him trying to be grilled by him for 50 minutes. So you want to check that out. Obviously, Goonie, Cass, Potts, and Lee, big up. And make sure you like the video as well, people.
Yeah, come on, people. Make sure you smash a like, subscribe if you're new, and head me over towards 10K now, people. So thank you so much.
Get Potts to 10K, man. You deserve way more.
What you on now, Pot?
Thank you, man. Coming up to 8.5 now, so yeah,
we just reached 8K yesterday, so that's
nice one. Yeah, similar. I was saying never a foul on this is very similar, so it's great stuff, man. It's good to see. So thank you all, people. Listen, we're gonna be back tomorrow night. Me, Tobes, Lawless, Errol, Pete, and Lewis, and Dan United will be talking about how rubbish Tottenham are. So we'll look forward to that one, and we'll see you next time, people. As ever, up the Arsenal.
Redknapp in.
Redknapp in.
Leave it out.
Mason and Redknapp in with Nigel Quasi following.